Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Styles UK YouTube channel for our Friday lunchtime live event. I hope everyone can hear me okay this week. We have done lots of checking beforehand, so if everyone can hear me okay, if you can leave a thumbs up in the comments, that would be fantastic. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. I'm joined with Beth today behind the camera, who is going to be reading out any questions that you guys drop in. So as we go through this video, do feel free to pop any questions or comments you might have as we go. But let's get straight into today's live. So hello and welcome to today's live. My name is Molly from Styles UK, and we are coming to you live today from the Heat Printing Innovation Centre in Braintree in Essex. If this is your first live with us, then hello, and hello to everybody who joins us every single week. Let us know where you are watching from today in the comments. And like I said, if you have any questions throughout, just drop them in the comments and we'll get to them throughout the video. So for those of you who are new to us, we are Styles UK, the largest heat press, custom heat transfer and heat transfer vinyl manufacturer and supplier. And we are also the leading educators in the apparel decoration space. So making sure that you guys have absolutely everything that you need to start, run and grow a successful garment decoration business, regardless of the level that you enter the industry at. Before we get started, and whilst we're on the topic of education, I just want to mention, if you haven't already, make sure you sign up to our global masterclass event, which is happening on the 27th of this month. It's the biggest event dedicated to apparel decoration happening this year in 2023. The global masterclass will cover everything of what's new and the future for print on demand, international decoration and market trends, which is going to be a really interesting one. We've also got how to create sustainable apparel, which is a massive conversation in the industry at the moment. We've also got talks on perfecting pricing models and decorating on different types of fabric and different decoration methods, and so much more. That's just a few. So we are hosting this online event with Styles in the US. Transfer Express are going to be joining us. Velflex in Australia are also hosting. And we will also be joined by guests such as Bella Canvas, Gildan, SNS, Sanmar, and a lot more to be announced very soon. So to learn more and register for free for this masterclass, head to stylesmasterclass.com. I'm sure there'll be a link in the description. There is. Thank you very much. For those of you who can go and register now. It is also worth mentioning as well that we do have fuse-along kits available for this event. They're available to purchase on our website. They are running out very quickly though, so if you do want to have a garment, there'll be like a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, I think there's a bag in there, there's some transfers, some different items and decoration methods that you can fuse along with us at the event. So if you want to just take your experience to the next level and have one of them, do that as well. So now we've spoken about the masterclass, let's move on to the main reason that we're here today. Let's talk about Christmas. Now, I know there are probably a lot of you watching this that are cringing at me saying the C word in September. However, if you are a heat printer and you want to make profit from festive garments this year, it's time. It's time to start talking about it. It's time to start planning and time to start printing. There were an average of 12 million Christmas jumpers sold last year, and that's not even including other garments, other accessories and gifts that people have printed on and purchased. So huge, huge market to be capitalized on for this year. Even if you take 1% or 0.5% of that, that's still a significant amount of profit for your business this year. So we're going to show you exactly how. So firstly, if you're new to the industry and this is your first year printing for Christmas, or if you just want to be as prepared as possible, we have something for all of you. Now, we are introducing our 2023 Christmas Trend Guide for garment decorators. This is a completely free guide to download. It is online in the form of an ebook, and we will take you through how to download that later on in the video. But yes, that is available as of today for you to download, and you can get everything you need to print garments for Christmas, including your timeline, your colors that are going to be trending. So because as we are the UK's leading heat print manufacturer and supplier, we've got an insight into the upcoming trends for Christmas this year, and which colours, styles and designs are going to be the most popular. So if you are serious about making profit this year, then you need this ebook. And like I said, it's free to download, so there are no excuses whatsoever. It covers everything from your production timeline to the colours that are going to be popular this year. One of them might be similar to the garment I'm wearing, just as a sneak preview.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Sorry. I know. I'll stop. So blank garments to use as well. So potentially the one I'm wearing again is featured in there, which we'll get into later on in the video. We've also got different decoration methods available. So you probably know there's more than one way to decorate onto blank apparel. So it covers the best option and the most profitable option for that. And also how to price your garments for the best possible profit margins. That was a bit of a tongue twister. So yeah, it covers absolutely everything that you need to know. I will show you how to download that as soon as we move on to the screen share section of today's live. But first, we're going to do some actual printing. So we're also going to be going through some exclusive festive designs for your t-shirts, jumpers, bags, accessories, whatever you want to print this year. Our team here at Styles UK have been very busy working on some brand new and exclusive festive artwork designs. They are going to be free to use. They're loaded up into our Easy View system, and I will show you exactly how to use those later on in today's live. So that's exciting.
This is a very exciting live today, Molly. We've got free artwork, we've got free ebooks, we've got free trend guides.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot happening.
There's every reason here to get involved with Christmas printing.
And we are fusing. Once I finish talking, we will be fusing today as well. So now that I've done my intro and got everybody up to speed on what's happening today, have we got any initial questions or any comments?
We have had one question, and the person on Instagram would like to know what our website is.
That is a very good question. Our website is currently targettransfers.com. And like I say, we will be going through how you can find everything you need on all of the websites later. So just stick around till the end of the live. And if the comment came from Instagram, it might be worth you switching to YouTube, because we are going to screen share later on in the live and you need to be on YouTube for that. So yeah, pop on over and join us on YouTube.
Perfect. Before Molly starts fusing, let us know where you're watching from today, guys. Let us know if you're already working on your Christmas ranges, or if you have any questions to do with Christmas apparel, get them in and we'll do our best to answer them for you today. We
will indeed. So moving on to the actual application part, like I say, we'll go over how to download the ebook, how to download these designs, everything after this. But while we're here with the press, we're going to be doing some fusing. So the reason that I've opted for custom transfers today is because of the color capabilities, and our artwork team have been really, really busy coming up with these really cool designs. So I'll give you a sneak preview. So this is one of them. Make sure everyone can see. So this is a lovely Merry Christmas design. And then we've also got this one, which has to be one of my favorites. Some dinosaurs with their festive hats and their presents. Love it. And then I'm wearing one as well. But if you can see that, then, you know, you can get a sneak preview, but I'm deliberately not going to come as close to the camera for that. So we're going to be fusing these today, and it is really, really simple to do. So I'm just going to grab a garment from the rail. We've got some of these colors on here today are the trending ones that are in the ebook. So this is almost like a sneak preview of the color palette for Christmas 2023. So we're going to be fusing this one first. So your classic Merry Christmas. And I'm actually going to fuse this onto a darker garment because, you know, we make a lot of Christmas content here. So I figure having something plain and simple that's festive will be good to do. So we're going to do that first. So step number one is to take your garment. Today, we are going to be using a JH030 from Ordis. This is a Just Hoods sweatshirt. And this one, I believe, is recycled. It has a really, really lovely finish to it, but it's also got a kind of like a speckle / washed effect. So that's really, really cool. We're going to go with this today. And it's got a nice big front area to print on, which is fantastic. We're going to be using the Hotronix Auto Open Heat Press today. We do have a video coming out very, very soon, and it may already be on the website for those of you that have a keen eye and have already spotted it. But it's which heat press is the best heat press to use for printing Christmas garments. Now, when it comes to printing Christmas garments, it's not just t-shirts and sweatshirts. There are so many different garment types and accessories, more so for the gift market, that you can print on. And in order to do that, you need to have a versatile heat press. The Hotronix Auto Open does just that with its interchangeable platens. So if I just pop this down, if you pull the lever on the side of this press, you can pull the platen out in one smooth motion, just like that, replace it with a smaller one, and it allows you to print on much wider variety of garments and accessories. Place it back in like so, clip it into place, and you're ready to go. So for today, we're just going to leave the main one on there because we're doing a big print on the front of this sweatshirt, so 40 by 50 is fine. First tip when it comes to applying is to always thread your garment. So separate the top layer from the bottom layer. And when you load it onto the press, you make sure that the underneath layer is not on top of the platen, but underneath the heat press. This is what Hotronix call threadability, and it's one of the main innovations that Hotronix has given to garment decorators over the years. It just means that you can get completely accurate pressure. You're not worried about, having bumps or anything sort of screwed up underneath. And you can completely isolate your print area, which is fantastic. And yeah, nice smooth surface. So we're just going to make sure all of the seams and collars and stitching is off of the press. And we're going to bring it down for a pre-press. So that's currently on a 6, which is the higher end of medium pressure. So that's fine. I'm just going to lift it slightly so that when we put the transfer underneath, it comes back to a 6. Then we take our heat transfer. Now we're using a DTF heat transfer today. This is our Ultracolor Max DTF, but we have in the ebook broken down, and on our website actually in all of our videos, broken down which transfer to use and when, because those of you that are familiar will know that we also have Ultracolor as our main product, which is scalable when it comes to pricing. So the more you order, the lower the price comes down. So if you're printing multiple, it's really the best option. We're going to place this onto the jumper, nice central position. And we're going to put a release paper over the top as well, just to protect the transfer, protect the garment, make sure the carrier doesn't come off too soon. And fuse for 12 seconds. So DTF, our Ultracolor Max DTF transfers fuse at 145 degrees for 12 seconds at medium pressure, which, like I said, is 4 to 6 on a Hotronix. Remove the release paper. And because this is a hot peel, we can peel this straight off. You go, clean carrier sheet, nothing left on there. And there you have your custom Christmas garment. So that took literally 12 seconds.
That really pops against the black.
It looks good, doesn't it?
You wouldn't think it would look that good on a black garment, but it does.
I love it. So this design is really cool. It's kind of got like the classic Christmas look and feel, but it's also a little bit playful. And I think that's really the vibe for this year's Christmas designs, which if you download the ebook, you will soon discover.
I don't know if it's visible on screen, but in the Merry Christmas, there's actually almost like a faux glitter effect printed into the design. Faux textures are actually really up and coming at the moment. They're quite big in America. They're moving over to the UK at the moment. So you should definitely head over and have a look at this design on Easy View because it's going to be big.
This is going to be my new favourite Christmas jumper, I think, for all of our videos moving forward.
For people who aren't very Christmassy, black Christmas jumpers are the way forward.
I'm wearing pink.
That wasn't a dig.
There's a joke in the office that I'm not very Christmassy, but I'm determined to prove everyone wrong this year. I'm doing the first Christmas live. I'm wearing Christmas garments. I made the Christmas ebook. We're going all out. We are going all out for Christmas this year.
You'll notice today that Christmas does not have to be red and green. You can still look very stylish for Christmas 2023.
Don't give away the ebook colours, Beth.
I'm telling them nothing.
But Beth is right. It's not your typical red, green, gold, silver Christmas ebook. There are so many more. I've already gestured to the one I'm wearing, but so many more like modern and contemporary colours that are included for this year. So it really gives you the opportunity to make quite a wide range of Christmas garments when it comes to designs and the different styles you can do.
Christmas is much more retail this year.
Let's
just say that. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
It's definitely something you should all be thinking about right now as well, because retail have already agreed their stock. If they've agreed their stock, you should definitely be thinking about yours.
Yeah, so there we have it. First Christmas garment. I'm going to pop that back on the rail. I really do love that. The black one looks fantastic. So do we have any questions at this point in time?
Yes, it is something that you've already gone over, but perhaps you could touch on it again. Somebody has asked what the difference between Ultra Color and Ultra Color Max transfers is.
So Ultra Color Max DTF transfers are best if you've got smaller orders you want to place. So a minimum of 1, let's say, that's our lowest minimum order product. And it is best if you're doing one-offs, if you're sampling, smaller jobs really, if you want to use that transfer. Ultra Color is our higher volume transfer. So the minimum order for Ultra Color is just 10. So it's still really a low quantity to enter at, but it does mean that you can order more sheets and get a lower price break. So the price drops at every, I think it's 10 to 25, and then it's 25 to 50, 50 to 100. So every time you order more transfers or a larger batch, you get a lower cost per sheet, which means that not only are you paying less, you're making more profit per sheet as well, because you're still going to sell that garment for the same price. But we do have a more in-depth video explaining the specifics of cost per sheets and what to choose and when on our YouTube channel. I think it's called How to Get the Best Price for Full Color Transfers. It's one of our more recent ones. And I just talk you through, you know, the 3 different price points for DTF and for Ultra Color. And yeah, that will explain that perfectly for you. So
yeah, that person has followed up and asked what price you would recommend retailing a printed Christmas jumper for.
In the ebook, download the ebook.
It does change. It does differ per audience.
Well, the ebook says price X to another price X. There's variations in there. So download the ebook. But no, I think in general, it really depends on your target market. So we have some people that will sell Christmas jumpers for, you know, 30, 35 pounds, and other people sell them for 15, 20. It really just depends who your target market is, what your marketing is like. Yeah, what your customers' budgets are as well. It depends. If you're selling to, you know, one individual consumer from a website, then you've branded your business well, you can get away with charging more. If you're doing more of like a sort of supply situation, then you might have to charge slightly less. But it's all individual to each customer, and there is no limit to it in terms of how much profit you can make. You can, if you market your business well enough and your audience is right, then you can make a lot of profit printing Christmas garments. And to be fair, the profit margins, even if you're charging the lower end, can still be pretty significant. You still make around 10 to 15 pounds per jumper, which at the lower end, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, we've had another question come in asking if you'd recommend printing Christmas jumpers in vinyl.
It depends on your design. If you're going to be doing a lot of one colours and the designs aren't too intricate, then you could use vinyl. But especially for this year, we're seeing a lot of full colour trends go on. Like I say, in the design that we've done here, there's probably around maybe 50 colours in here because of the gradients on some of the designs.
And there's textures as well that you just can't replicate with vinyl.
Textures, yeah, the different patterns and effects. So again, it depends on your design. If you're just doing, I've seen a lot of Christmas jumpers that just are like words, like they maybe say, we've got one that says, this is my Christmas jumper, or just Merry Christmas, or, you know, plain and basic ones, then yes. With vinyl, the plus side is that you can get different effects. So for example, if you are doing a more plain jumper, you could use a glitter vinyl or a flock vinyl to make it a bit more of a unique product rather than your standard matte. So if you wanted more of an effect finish, then yes. I would just be careful of the amount of details you're doing in the design in terms of how much time you're spending cutting and weeding, as opposed to what you could get with transfers being shipped to your door and then sending them straight out. Again, it all comes down to your business, your target market, and what your customers want. But if you do want more help with that, don't hesitate to reach out, you know, leave us another comment. You can give our team a call, explain what you're planning on doing for the year, and we'll be happy to advise you on which route to go down for that.
It's worth saying as well for the vinyl users, stick around with us because we will post the link to the ebook towards the end of the live. And there's information in there that you can utilize and use with vinyl if that's the route that you want to take. Yes, definitely. The ebook is not just for custom transfers. It's more of a, like it is a trend guide. It's not solely about our products. It's about the industry for Christmas 2023. You can take that and do what you want with it in terms of how you produce your product. Okay, brilliant. Do we have anything else on the lives in terms of questions? That's all for now, but feel free to get your questions in, guys. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to do one more fuse just to give Instagram and TikTok a chance to drop any more questions in. And then we are going to move over to screen share. So I'd recommend, like I said, you guys jump over to Facebook or YouTube for that. I'm going to fuse my favorite dinosaur transfer now.
So this one has 2 dinos in it, and there's the green one is holding a piece of paper that says nice list. Can they see that?
I think you just need to tap. There we go.
There we go. Very, very cute transfer. So let's pick a garment colour to put this on. I'm not going to put it on the lilac because the dinosaur is lilac, so he'll get lost in that. I think maybe the blue.
Yeah, I think so. Let's have a look.
Should we pick blue?
Yeah, that's nice. It's real pastel colours. It's Christmas, but without being gaudy.
That's a good way of putting it.
Let's make Christmas retail and fashionable.
So I've talked through the actual transfer application. I'm going to talk through the actual heat press a bit more for this one, just to give you guys a bit more of an understanding about why this press would be good for printing Christmas garments. So we've already established the threadability aspect. So as you can see here, we've got the top layer here, and then the second layer that we don't want is hanging out of the way, and it's totally isolated the top layer, which is fantastic. One thing that Hotronics is known for is the over-center pressure, and it is really, really accurate. So something I always recommend is when you're printing, don't print with like collars or seams on the platen like this. Always make sure that they are just hanging off and you have a completely flat surface. The reason for that is that Hotronics pressure is so accurate that it will take the pressure reading from the highest point of the garment. And even if it's a slight seam or a slight stitch on the platen you want to fuse on, it will take the pressure from that point, not the point that the transfer is sitting on, aka the flattest point of the garment. So we just want to make sure that you're hitting all the correct settings so that your transfer is as longest lasting as it can be. The second thing that's great about this particular press is the dual timers. This is one of the reasons I love it. So you probably can't see too well on the screen, but it's got a pre-press timer and a main press timer. Pre-pressing being for removing any creases in the garment. So this one, as you can see here, has got quite a few creases in it that we want to get rid of before we put that transfer on there, because otherwise it's going to be, fused over a crease, and that's not very helpful. The second one is to remove any moisture as well. So if your garments that you've got, even if you haven't stored them in sort of boxes outside, the supplier might have, or if they've been sort of shipped overnight, they may have been in a bit of a damp lorry, or any moisture that these garments could possibly be holding. We just want to remove that so that it has the transfer has the best possible base to go onto. So we're just going to bring this press down for 3 seconds, and as you can see, it's going to auto open itself like so. So that was a 3-second timer. When we put the transfer on and close it again, it will automatically switch to 12 seconds, which is the second timer, which means that in between pre-pressing and main pressing, every single garment you have to do, you don't have to go back and flick between time settings to make it more efficient. So taking the dino transfer, I'm going to place her in the center again. She's quite a big design, so she'll look quite nice in the middle. Release paper, again, you can purchase this on our website. I think it's like £5 or £6 for a pack. It's really not that expensive, but it's a necessary step in the process. And then we're going to fuse that for 12 seconds. Pressure is on a 4, which is fine. That's perfect for application. And this will just pop open in around 3 seconds. There we go. One smooth peel, again, blank carrier, nothing left on there. And you have your finished Christmas jumper. So this has literally taken me virtually no time at all. And we've produced, I know I've been talking through it, but 2 Christmas jumpers, what could have potentially been probably 10, 15, maybe even 20 in this time. Like I say, it's a 12-second fuse, 3-second pre-press. By the time you've loaded and unloaded the garment, it's really, really a quick process once you've got everything you need. So yeah, second sneak preview into our Christmas stock designs for this year. Okay, do we have any final questions before we move over to the laptop for the screen share?
We did have a comment come in regarding collars on the platen.
Yeah.
This person has said that they always print with their collars on the platen.
Stop. Don't do that. That's not best practice. I will explain that one again. So basically, if you have a collar on the platen, it's thicker than the area you want to print the transfer onto. So this area of the garment, which platform was this on, by the way?
This was on TikTok.
Oh, okay, just so they can see. So this part of the garment is going to be much, much thicker than this. So when it's laying flat on the press, the pressure from your heat press is going to regulate from the thickest part. You're not putting your transfer on the thickest part. So that means that the pressure of the transfer isn't going to be what you set the press to, because it's going to be pressurizing it here. So you just want to make sure that you're isolating the area just that you want to print onto. That goes for things like pockets, zips, hoods, anything like that. You really, really need to isolate just the print area and go from there.
And aside from actual quality of garment that you're producing for your customers, you're going to push your collar in through the back of your garment, and it's going to leave an imprint. And your customer doesn't want to receive that.
No.
For the TikTok user that mentioned that, we do actually have a video that we posted recently on TikTok, possibly 2 or 3 videos ago, where we show you exactly what that imprint looks like on the inside and on the back of the garment. It's unprofessional, it's messy. Don't do it, guys.
It's not pretty. No, we don't like that. Unprofessional is not our vibe. Yeah, okay, so that's kind of everything I wanted to cover on the fuse part. For everyone watching on Instagram and on TikTok, like I said, jump on over to YouTube now, because we're going to end the stream on those platforms, and we're going to go purely over to YouTube, Facebook and LinkedIn. For those of you watching on YouTube, Facebook and LinkedIn, I'm going to go over to the laptop and share my screen with you so I can show you exactly how to download the ebook and where to find all of these fantastic Christmas stock designs for this year. But if you do have any questions related to the press or the transfers, we can jump back over to this area and answer those as well. So yeah, bear with me for 2 seconds and we'll get the screen share up and running. So you should all now be able to see my screen. This is our custom heat transfer website. So this is where all of the custom transfers are ordered from. It's a really, really simple process. We kind of like to explain it like you're ordering like a card on moonpig.com. You literally just upload your design, send it to us, and then it comes ready to be pressed. But this is also the page where we are holding our Christmas page. So this is the home page, custom.targettransfers.com at the top here. All you have to do is come down to the menu bar and scroll down to where it says Christmas. So click on that page. And here you have me talking through how to make profit at Christmas, basically this live video, but sped up in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And there's a price breakdown here as well. So there's a bit more of an overview as to how to get started printing for Christmas. Then if you scroll down ever so slightly, here is the 2023 Christmas trend guide. So all you have to do is fill out your details, your first name, last name, email and phone number. And then we've also put a couple of questions in here just to give us, to help us give you the correct information. So whether or not you own a heat press and what you currently use to decorate your garments. And you can select, I'm just getting started, if you are new and you're not currently printing garments as well. So that's a really easy one to get started with. And then you just fill in your details, hit submit, and you will be, this is on Beth's computer, we'll fill this out. We'll use the info email for Target. And then phone number. And then you hit submit. And you'll be brought to this page here, which just reminds you to confirm your email address to receive the trend report, because our system needs you to be double opted in order for us to send you emails. So make sure that you do that. Thank you. Yes. And then you can just hit back to the website. So once you've filled in the form, it'll automatically land in your inbox within a minute or 2. So then you just hit back to the website and it will take you back to this page where if you scroll past the ebook, there's some festive images here. You can see some of the designs. There's some product ideas. You've got pajamas here. You've got Christmas cushions. There's a lot of other, there you go, tea towels. There's a lot of other things you can do for Christmas designs. Then you've got this video here, which is, how the best heat press for Christmas printing. So in this one, I take you through all of the features of the auto open press, show you everything close up. So as you can see here, there's a close up of the dual timers as well. There you go. So you can see the dual timers in action in this video. And then we do go through a fuse at the end as well. So we put a garment onto the press and show you exactly how to do that. So you can either rewatch today's live video or you can head onto that page and watch me in fast forward mode do that for you. And then we've got some other videos here as well. We will be doing lots of other Christmas lives throughout between now and Christmas. So make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for that. And we will also be doing lots of just normal YouTube videos that we upload 2 to 3 times a week. A lot of those will be Christmas themed as well. So there's a lot of information coming your way. You can get started with the ebook. That's really easy and really simple. Yeah, so that is Christmas for heat printers. I'm also going to show you how to find the stock design. So if we go back to the home page. Now we have got stock designs for both screen transfers and ultracolor transfers. So this process is the exact same for both, but we'll go with ultracolor today. Scroll down and choose your size. So regardless of the size that you order, for example, a lot of our customers choose the A3 sheet because they can add like more than one design to that and cut them out, which basically means that if you're adding more than one design to your gang sheet, you're getting more transfers for the same price, meaning that the cost per transfer is less. And again, your profit per transfer is a lot higher. But you can also opt for a smaller option, which means that we pre-cut them to size for you, which some people much prefer, especially during the Christmas period if you're busy and you don't want to be spending ages cutting out your transfers. So we're going to select A3 today. And then when you come to this stage, you just want to hit Add Design. Add ultracolor heat transfers design, and then it will bring you to the stock page. And as you can see, these ones are not Christmas themed. We need the Christmas themed ones. So if you come down to the left here, the menu bar, you'll be able to find the Christmas section. You just click that and it will automatically pop up all of the Christmas designs for this year. So you can see here, if we select this one, this is the one that we fused today, and it will pop it onto the designer for you. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. Our system, if you look here on the left-hand side, will tell you if you move the transfer out of the print area just to make sure everything is good. It also gives you a quality ranking as well. So if your design file is too lower quality to be printed, or if it's too low quality to look good printed, I should say, our system will automatically tell you that so that you can correct it and you won't get any sort of blurry prints from your artwork if it's not high res enough. So we're going to make this one quite big today. Let's keep it in the print area. And then if you want to add another design, whether that be a stock design or your own, go back into here. So you can either hit upload image at the top. If you have your own festive designs you want to use, just click upload and you can do that. Or you can do one of our other stock designs. So let's pick the Fala Llama one. There's another one. So we can just move this. You can drag it like so, make it as big as small as you want. You can also duplicate. So if you've got the same design, this button up here means you can copy the selected and then you paste and it will pop another one out for you there. Another great thing about this designer as well is dependent on what color garment you're printing on. So our background is gray just so that you can see if there's any white backgrounds in your designs, which obviously you don't want printed. So it just highlights that for you. But you can also change the color of the artboard. So if you go to fill background up here, you can change the color of this back to make sure that it's the same color as the garment you're printing onto. So say, for example, you're printing onto blue, you could change that and just make sure that your transfers look okay in that color, or change it back to the gray, easily done. And then up here we have the pricing points. So for ultracolor transfers, obviously you would fill the sheet with transfers. You wouldn't order it with a massive gap in the middle. Make the most of your sheet. You're paying for it, so fit as many transfers as you want on there. We do not charge anything extra for you to put more than one design on a sheet. Then let's take a look at the pricing models. So we've got quantity of 10 at the moment, which is the minimum quantity for ultracolor and screen print. And that comes out at $5.99 per sheet. So this is the entry level costing. And already we've got 3 transfers on here. So we could easily fit, 5 or maybe even 6 or 7 if they were slightly smaller. So you're already dividing that $5.99 per sheet by 6 or 7 again to find your cost per transfer. If I was to change this to 50, for example, the price drops to £4.28. So that's a significant saving per sheet already. And we've only doubled, we've only gone from 10 to 50 sheets, which is good.
That's £4.28 per sheet?
I just said that.
Oh, apologies.
Thank you for the backup.
Backing her up there.
And
I did the math.
To repeat, Beth, £4.28 per sheet.
I'm going to repeat every costing now.
And if we switch to 100, we go down to £3.01. So again, dropping significantly every time you add volume to your order, which is exactly why for the person that asked earlier what the difference was between Ultra Color Max DTF and Ultra Color, is the scalability of this product. So you could print really high volumes with this at decent price points and not ever worry about that. Whereas, you know, you do get price breaks with DTF transfers, but they're not as big as Ultra Color. Ultra Color transfers are the scalable product. They're the best ones to use. So let's forget about this sheet for a second and go back to the screen transfer. We'll leave this page. So if you select screen printed heat transfers, which are for designs with 1 to 5 colors, we've covered everything for Christmas this year. So we've got some full color and we've got some 1 to 5 as well. So same thing, just come down to the Christmas drop down and you'll see that some of the designs are slightly different. So there still are festive Christmas heat transfer designs, but they are for screen print. So we'll select this one, Sleigh All Day. As you can see, this has got 3 colors in it. Now, even though this is the colors that we've selected off of the Christmas trends for this year, you can change the colors. So if your customers requested this design, but they want it in a different color or they want it in a black or a white to go onto a specific garment, you can do that as well. So you can change the color, but we've included all of the trending colors for this year into all of our stock designs and into the ebook. So you know that you're using the most popular and up and coming colors in your designs before your customers even realize that that's what they want. So we'll hit OK and have that on there. See, straight away, I'm struggling to see the purple on this grey background just because of the colour. So I'm just going to change the background to a green, for example, just to make it obvious. And there you go. You can see exactly where you want your design. So let's place that one quite big. If you do want a fairly large design, if you're doing like a big front print or you want something for the back of a jumper and you do have some space at the bottom here, it is always worth throwing on some neck labels, whether that be for your brand or for your customer. If you do it for your brand, you can never have enough neck labels. We always recommend branding all of your products. It's the best way to get new business. It's the best way to get repeat business from current customers. So yeah, if you have extra space on your sheet, do make sure to do that. Let's see if we have a neck label in here somewhere. Let's say, for example, argument's sake, this is a neck label. So neck labels are normally around that size. So you could fit, as I say, we can do the copy selected, paste it again. Oh, what's happened here? For some reason, it's broken this one up. Let's get rid of that. We don't want that one on there. Yeah, so you can fill this entire bottom space with neck labels for your business. So always make the most of your gang sheet, always fill it with as many transfers as you can physically fit. Just make sure to always leave enough space to cut around your designs because, you know, that might be helpful when it comes to actually using them. And same thing on price here. So for screen print transfers, we're looking at, remove that one, bear with. There we go. So screen print transfers in terms of pricing and colours, screen print transfers can technically print 1 to 5 single block colours. However, once you hit 3 colours, we recommend switching to Ultra Color just because you'll get better prices that way. So if you are printing a 1 or a 2 colour design, screen print is fine. But I would recommend anything over that you go towards Ultra Color. The quality and the finish, the look and the feel is exactly the same. It is just purely what you're paying for the transfers will be a better price point from an Ultra Color point of view. So that is exactly where you find our transfers. So like I said, regardless of whether you want a screen or an ultra, they are all in here. So just take a look at both of these designs. If you do want any more information on Christmas, just head to our Christmas page and it's all on there.
I'm going to pop a link in the comments.
Beth is popping a link in the comments. Thank you very much. And yeah, everything you need for printing Christmas is on here. We will, like I said, be doing a lot more videos in the upcoming weeks regarding Christmas. So make sure to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on all of the social accounts so that you don't miss that. And if we don't have any other questions, I think that's pretty much it from today's live. How are we doing in terms of questions?
We're all good for questions. I would just say that let us know how you get on with your Christmas makes. Drop your comments on any of our vids. Feel free to pop us a DM in regards to anything, but definitely Christmas, because we're ready to help you get started.
And don't be afraid that it's too soon. If anything, now is the most important time to be thinking about it, planning your garments, talking to customers, or even just sort of prepping what you want to promote on your socials or your website. So yes, thank you very much to everyone for watching today's live. Like Beth said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and we will see you next week for another live video.